I told my stepmom the real reason I've been hiding my fiance's family from her for 10 years. My fiance Ryan and I have been together since we were teenagers. We got engaged 2 years ago and the wedding is coming up next summer. But here's the thing, our families have never met, not once in 10 years. Every time my stepmom brings up doing a joint family dinner or holiday gathering, I make up some excuse. I've been dodging this so hard that I literally told people our families would meet for the first time at the wedding. My stepmom always seemed confused but never pushed too hard about it. Last week she texted me about Christmas. She wanted to plan this big family trip out of state. Her and my dad would pay for everything. My older sister and her husband, their 2 daughters, me and Ryan, my little sister and her boyfriend, the whole family together. I told her we couldn't go because I had friends visiting and Ryan was going on a trip with his family. She asked for the exact dates so we could work around it. Then she asked why I wasn't going with Ryan on his family trip. The truth is I wasn't really invited. Well, technically I was invited, but Ryan's mom said I'd have to pay my own way. She quoted me a price in the thousands, like $4,000 or $5,000 for 1 week. I can't afford that. When I told my stepmom this, she got really quiet. Then she said that was way too expensive for the type of trip they were planning. She and my dad had taken a similar vacation before, and it shouldn't cost anywhere near that much. She said it sounded like they were deliberately pricing me out. That's when I finally snapped and told her everything. The real reason I've been keeping our families apart for a decade. Ryan's mom, Mary, has this problem where she gets drunk and says the most offensive things you can imagine. I'm adopted and I'm also transgender. My older sister and her husband are foster parents, and one of my nieces is an interracial adoptee. Mary knows all of this, and she still says horrible things. Like when I told her Ryan and I would probably adopt kids instead of having biological children, she said adoption was good, but not as good as having your own flesh and blood. Then she said if we did adopt, we should get a little black one because they're so cute at that age. Her exact words. Another time she tried to convince me to take a DNA test to prove I wasn't actually part of my culture. She said it was exotic and she was curious. My biological family was extremely abusive and I was adopted into a loving home. She also asked me multiple times what my real parents were like. My real parents are the ones who raised me. The worst part was after I had surgery and couldn't have kids anymore, she kept asking Ryan when he was finally going to have his own children. She said this multiple times, knowing I was right there and knowing I physically cannot have kids, even if we wanted them. I told my stepmom all of this in one long rant over text. She called me immediately and was absolutely furious. She asked why Ryan never defended me or shut his mom down. I tried to explain that he does speak up, but Mary just brings it back up later when she's drinking. I gave Ryan a heads up that I'd told my stepmom everything in case she reached out to him. That's when he got mad at me. He said I shouldn't have brought it up and started defending his mom's actions. He said I was splitting hairs about the little black one comment because she was talking about a baby, and while it wasn't politically correct, it wasn't really offensive. I asked him why he couldn't just admit his mom was wrong. He kept defending her, said I was making too big a deal out of it, that his mom helps us financially, and I should be more grateful. My stepmom hasn't contacted Ryan yet, but I know she's planning something. She's been texting my dad and my sisters in their group chat. Ryan and I haven't really talked in 2 days, except for basic stuff like what's for dinner.